Hello, friends, and welcome back to this virtual yoga studio. I'm Alice, and I'm going to guide you through this flow today. And all you need is your mat. So we're ready to get going whenever you are ready. So we're going to start by finding a comfortable position. This can be lying down, it can be seated, and just finding a place where you can find some ease, relaxing into the pose, just staying here for a little while, finding some stillness before we get moving. So however this may look, just seeing if we can sink into the moment we're in. Tuning into our bodies, our minds, and also our breath. So starting to take slightly deeper inhales and exhales through your nose. Really filling your stomach up with air. And exhaling through your nose, becoming completely empty on air. Again, inhaling through your nose. And exhaling through your nose. Continue breathing like this in your own pace. Just finding a slightly deeper breath. Allowing the breath to slow down. And today we're going to work a lot with our upper body, our shoulders, our core, but also opening up our hips. So it's a full body experience. And I want you to really listen inwards to your body today. Really be guided by what your body needs. And when I say this, I mean listen to how you want to move. So often we have a tendency to push through our lives and outside of our mat, but also on our mat. We push through practices that maybe don't feel very good in our bodies. So today I want you to really tune in, feel into the movements and how they resonate with you today. And with this being said, sometimes we think that listening to our bodies mean that our mind can tell us, oh, this is a bit too hard work. Maybe I should listen and just not do it. But in so many cases, we have so much more to give. We have such a powerful and strong body and a mind that always wants to take the easy way out. So this could be the case, and it's always this balance between listening to your body and also not being fooled by your mind. So this is the space we're going to explore today, finding that difference between our ego taking over, telling us, we don't have to do this, and also listening to our bodies when it's actually saying, hey, this is enough. This can be a hard balance, and that's what we're going to work on together today. So finding that breath again, if you've lost it somewhere during my little chat, and feeling it deep down in your stomach, we're going to start bringing some movement into our bodies. So when you inhale the next time, bringing your chest forward, opening up over your collarbones. When you exhale, curving the spine, gazing inwards. Inhale, coming forward. And exhale, curving the spine. And just continue moving here. Either you continue back and forth, or if you want to invite some more intuitive flowy movements, however they may look. Finding maybe circles in your spine or rocking a bit from side to side. Maybe you find a place in your body that needs a little more attention, a little more love today. So inviting that movement, feeling into what you need. Not thinking about how it looks or how it maybe should look. Letting go of that mind and only tuning into our bodies. What does it need today? Beautiful. We're eventually going to start making these movements smaller and smaller. Coming back to stillness. Letting our spine grow tall. Finding that deep breath again. Inhaling, arms come up towards the sky. Really stretching tall. Really spreading the fingers, creating length in your spine. Exhale, hands come in front of you. We're going to come over to all four. So gently rolling over, placing your hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. From here, we're going to inhale, find our cow. So dropping our stomach, opening up our chest. Exhale, rounding the spine, really gazing inwards, pushing the floor away. Inhale, dropping your stomach, opening up. And exhale, curving the spine. Continue here, following your own breath and just being fluid between these movements. Maybe closing your eyes here, allowing yourself to completely flow in your body. And maybe you want to stay here, or maybe you want to start moving a bit more freely. Maybe circling out the hips, moving into your body, into what it feels like in these variations. Once again, forgetting about how it may look and focusing on how it feels. I don't know how many times you'll hear me say this throughout this practice, but that's just the way I am and the way I like to move. So just listening to your body, because in the end, you're here for yourself. You're here for your sake and for yourself to feel good, your body, mind, and soul. Eventually, we will come into some stillness, making the movement smaller and smaller, making our way back into our tabletop. From here, in your next inhale, we're going to lengthen that right leg out behind us. Exhale, pull the knee in towards your nose. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, pull it in. This time towards your right elbow. We're going to step that foot onto the outer edge of our right hand. Maybe you need to wiggle, shimmy to get there. Finding this modified lizard pose. So maybe you want to shift around a little, move a little in your hips, feeling into that space today. Doing whatever movements feel good. Maybe that maybe not even be movement. It might be just stillness. Eventually coming to a still position. From here, we're going to plant down through our left hand. Inhale our right up towards the sky. Finding a little twist here. Exhaling, placing that right hand on the back of your neck. And when we exhale, continue down to the left wrist. Inhale, open the elbow back up towards the sky. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, opening up. And exhale, coming down. Inhale, opening up the arm and the elbow towards the sky. From here, we're going to step the right foot back, finding a modified half moon. So that right leg is going to sweep back behind us, lengthen out, using our glutes here to really activate and keep that leg lifted. Either staying here or maybe grabbing a hold of the ankle. Take a breath, pressing that foot into your hand. And then exhale, circling the hand back. We're going to step back forward to that lizard pose. So stepping that right foot forward, breathing here. Maybe shifting back and forth a bit again. We're going to come with both our hands on the inside of the right foot if it's not already there. And then we're going to push our hips up and back, straightening that front leg as much as feels good, finding a modified pyramid. Taking a breath, breathing. In your next inhale, we're going to come to our malasana at the top of our mat. So we're going to place our weight in our right foot and see if we can step in with the left foot. Sinking down with our hips, finding our malasana hands in front of our hearts. I'm going to turn over here so you can see. Here we can either sink really low or we can come a little higher if that feels better in our hips today. So just finding a variation here that works in your body. Finding a breath. Then exhaling, planting your hands down. Inhale, lifting your hips up towards the sky, maybe walking in with your feet slightly. Finding a forward fold. Just allowing yourself to hang over here. Taking a few breaths. Beautiful. In your next inhale, we're going to lengthen our spine, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands and step it back to all fours. So gently coming to your toes and then dropping your knee. When you get there, inhale, find a little cow. Exhale, round your spine. This time, we're going to inhale, lengthen our left leg out behind us. Exhale, pull the left knee in towards your nose. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, pull it in. Again, inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, this time pulling that left foot to the outer part of our left hand, finding a modified lizard. Maybe moving around here again, maybe taking notice if this side feels any different from the other. Breathing, moving. Eventually finding some stillness here, grounding down through that right hand, inhaling, left arm comes up towards the sky, finding a little twist. Placing that left hand behind your neck and exhaling, elbow comes down towards the right wrist. Inhale, open the elbow back up towards the sky. Exhale, come down. Inhale, open up. Exhale, coming down. This time, inhale, open up, arm lengthens up. We're going to find that modified half moon, so placing our weight in our right hand, right knee, sweeping that left foot back. Hand comes up towards the sky. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you grab a hold of that back ankle. Finding a little breath. On your next exhale, that left foot and hand comes back to the mat, finding that lizard pose again. From here, both hands on the inside of the left foot, we're going to push our hips up and back. Modified pyramid. Taking a breath. From here, we're going to step forward to our malasana again. So in your next inhale, stepping that right foot forward outside of your hand and sinking down with your hips. Maybe you move a little, maybe you shift from side to side, doing whatever feels good. Finding your version of a malasana, how it may look today. However it may look today. From here, we're going to inhale, push all the way up to standing. Finding some length. Heel toeing our feet in. And exhale, fold over, finding that forward fold. Just chilling out here, maybe swaying a bit from side to side again. On your next inhale, lengthening your spine, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, and we're going to step it back to our downward facing dog this time. So this is our first dog of this class, this practice. So maybe you want to wiggle it out. Maybe you want to shimmy those hips. I once went to a class where the yoga teacher told us to shake like dogs when they're wet. So maybe that's what you want to do. Maybe you just want to shake your whole body, feel into this downward facing dog, embracing your inner dog today. And breathing here. Okay, maybe some heat has started to come into your body. You're starting to feel a bit more awake and alive. We're going to start flowing from here. So in your next inhale, sweeping your right leg up and back, finding a three-legged dog. Maybe you bend in that right hip, circle it out a little. In your next exhale, stepping that right foot through your hands. We're going to inhale, arms come up, finding a high lunge. Taking a moment to wiggle into the position. Becoming aware of your shoulders, if they've curled up to your ears, or maybe they can sink down a little. From here, we're going to exhale, open our arms into cactus, pull our hands all the way down. We're going to come up on our right foot, so we're going to find some balance here. So in your next inhale, push off, bring that knee into your chest. When we exhale, we're going to place our ankle, I'm twisting so you don't have to twist, onto our knee, and then gently sinking low into that right leg, finding our figure four. I'm going to twist back, don't worry. Find your balance in the position you're at. Inhaling, arms come up, knee towards your chest. Exhale, we're going to start sending that left leg back, finding a warrior three. Arm comes alongside us. Exhale, gently stepping the back toes down. Inhale, finding a high lunge, but also straightening that front leg. Exhale, circling the arms down, bending that front leg, framing your foot. From here, we're going to inhale, kick that right foot up and back, finding a three-legged dog. From here, in your next exhale, pulling that right knee in towards your right elbow, lengthening out that right leg towards the side. Inhale, left arm comes up, finding a fallen triangle. Exhale, left hand comes down, bringing that right knee in towards your chest again. We're going to pivot over onto our left hand, left foot, either staying here in your side plank or dipping back that toe, opening up to Wild Thing. Exhaling, arm comes back. We're going to bring that right knee into our chest again. Drop the knee down towards your mat. Right hand stays on the mat and left hand and left leg opens up into that modified half moon we were in earlier. Maybe you stay here, or maybe you grab a hold of that back foot, finding a little bind, finding a breath. Really pressing that foot into your hand. And exhale, circling the foot and the hand down. The foot comes on the outer edge of your mat. Finding that little lizard pose again. We're going to kick off, find our high lunge. Arms come up. Exhale, open hips and arms, warrior two. Flipping that front hand, inhale up and over. And exhale, circle the arms all the way down. Stepping either directly to your down dog or sinking down through your vinyasa. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Taking a breath, taking a moment, finding some stillness. Maybe shaking like a wet dog again, if that feels good. Getting ready for the other side. So from here, in your next inhale, sweeping that left leg up and back, three-legged dog. Maybe you bend the hip, maybe you circle it out if that feels good. And then in your next exhale, stepping that left foot through, inhaling, arms come up towards the sky, high lunge. Taking a moment to find your high lunge, shifting, shimming, finding the right place to be that feels good. Exhale, arms open up into cactus, hands come alongside you. We're going to find balance on our left leg this time. Inhaling, pushing off, bringing that knee into your chest. Crossing your ankle over your knee, exhale, bend down, figure four. Finding your balance, feeling those wobbles. We're just human, we will wobble. Inhale, arms come back up, knee to chest. Exhale, bowing forward, finding that warrior three. From here, gently lowering down your toes. Your hands come down to your mat. We're going to kick back off. Finding that three-legged dog, left leg is up towards the sky. From here, exhaling, bringing that left knee into our right elbow. Left leg extends out to the side. Inhale, right leg comes up. Fallen triangle. Exhale, right hand plants down, bringing that knee into your chest. Pivoting over, either staying in your side plank or opening up into your Wild Thing. Exhale, hand comes back, knee comes into chest. Dropping that knee down, left hand stays grounded, right arm reaches up and right leg. Finding that modified half moon. Maybe staying here or finding that foot, taking a bind. Breathing here. From here, we're going to exhale, circle that hand forward, step that foot forward. And we're going to kick off, find our high lunge. Exhale, open hips and arms, warrior two. Flip that front hand, inhale up and over. Exhale, circle the arms down, either stepping directly to your down dog or going through your vinyasa. Inhale. And exhale, we will meet in our downward facing dog. Taking a little breath here. Beautiful. From here, just finding some stillness, dropping our knees down towards our mat. Big toes together, hips sink down towards the heels. Just taking a moment here in your child's pose. Finding your breath. This is a short but effective practice, feeling that energy moving in your body. Taking a moment to reground, reroot, feeling the earth supporting you, carrying you underneath you. Lovely. From here, in your next inhale, we're gently going to start walking up with our hands, finding a seated position. And now we're going to give a body part that doesn't really get that much love some love, our toes and our feet. So what we're going to do is we're going to stay kneeling, but we're going to tuck our toes under. I've got really bad trousers for this. And we're going to sit on our toes. And my little pinky normally wants to crawl in under my other toes. So I normally just lift him out so he's within the game. And then either we sit here upright, placing our hands in our lap, just trying to find our breath. We can also place our hands on our knees, place some weight there, or also on the mat, taking some weight off our toes. If you feel the pain, or I shouldn't say pain, the sensation is too much, then this is definitely an option. You're just finding a place where you can take a few breaths, finding some stillness, and using our breath as a guide to take us through this discomfort. In the beginning, it might feel really easy, like, what's she on about? But then in a moment or two, maybe your toes feel like they're gonna fall off. I promise you they will not. Just continue breathing, staying in this discomfort and using our breath as a tool to get us through it. This is what I love about yoga, that we can practice so many things that we can use in our real life outside of the mat as well. So learning to control our breath and learning to get through uncomfortable situations on our yoga mat can help us when we end up in uncomfortable situations in real life. I know this might not be the same discomfort you are in real life, but just finding that breath. Inhaling deeply to your stomach and exhale maybe through your mouth, releasing everything. Again, inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. We're not going to suffer anymore. We're going to come out of the pose, gently coming back to all fours, placing the top of your feet down, maybe tapping out a little, getting some blood back into those feet, into those toes, feeling the effects. From here, we're going to cross our ankles and sit back, find a seated position on our sitting bones. We're almost there. Maybe scooch forward on your mat, lengthening your arms out, and when we exhale, just gently lowering down all the way to your mat. Finding some stillness. Maybe pulling your knees in towards your chest, just rocking a bit from side to side. Lovely. We're going to end our practice in a happy baby. Of course, we're going to end in Shavasana. What am I saying? But our final little more stretchy pose is going to be a happy baby. So whenever you're ready, bringing your elbows inside of your knees, either grabbing a hold on the outer side of your feet, your chins, the back of your knees, and just gently pulling your knees in towards your armpits. Talking today is hard. Just breathing here. Maybe rocking a bit from side to side, exploring this position. Don't be afraid to maybe straighten one leg, maybe the other, maybe both even. Taking some more breaths, then gently letting go of your feet, hugging your knees in one more time. And if there are any other positions or shapes you'd like to do before grounding down in our Shavasana, there is time for that now. Otherwise, just let your body unravel in whatever way it wants to unravel. It doesn't have to be a traditional corpse pose. It can be on your stomach or on your side even. Just finding a place where you can relax, where you can just be for a little while. Finding that deep breath. Whenever you're ready, either finishing your practice here and staying for as long as you'd like, or start bringing some movement into your body, maybe rocking your head a bit from side to side, deepening the breath a bit again. Maybe you open your mouth, circle out your jaw, or even yawn a little. Then in your own time, start making your way up to a seated position. This could be by going to your right side, staying there for a little while, or coming up in any other way. Crossing your legs, or finding any other seated position that resonates with you, and just connecting inwards when you get here. Maybe you notice that there has been some sort of shift within you, or you feel the exact same way as prior to the practice, and that is completely okay. Just checking in with yourself here, feeling the effects of moving your body in a mindful way and breathing, being here in this moment. Placing your hands in front of your heart, thanking yourself for showing up, for taking the time to be with yourself and honor yourself and really take care of yourself. And I really thank you for trusting me and allowing me to guide you through this practice. And I hope to see you again very soon. Thank you. Namaste.